Welcome to a journey of inner mastery and resilience. In a world filled with uncertainties, the Stoics discovered the path to true invincibility by mastering themselves. Today, we delve into 30 Stoic rules that will empower you to be unshakable, unyielding, and truly unconquerable. From embracing adversity to practicing self-discipline, these timeless principles will arm you with the wisdom to navigate life's challenges with unwavering strength. Join us as we unlock the Stoic secrets to forging an indomitable spirit and living life on your own terms. 1. Cultivate virtue. The Stoics believed that virtue was the only good and that everything else was indifferent. This meant that they were not concerned with external things such as wealth, fame, or power. They focused on developing their character and living in accordance with nature. They believed that virtue was the only thing that was in our control. Everything else, such as our possessions, our relationships, and even our own bodies, was outside of our control. Therefore, they focused on developing their character and becoming virtuous people. They believed that this was the only way to achieve true happiness and freedom. 2. Practice detachment. The Stoics believed that we should not become attached to anything that is outside of our control. This includes our possessions, our relationships, and even our own bodies. When we are attached to things, we are vulnerable to pain and disappointment when they are lost or taken away. They also believed that attachment was the root of all suffering. When we are attached to something, we become emotionally invested in it. This means that we are more likely to experience pain and disappointment when it is lost or taken away. The Stoics believed that the way to avoid suffering was to practice detachment. This means letting go of our attachments and learning to accept things as they are. 3. Accept what happens. The Stoics believed that we should accept everything that happens, whether good or bad. This does not mean that we have to like everything that happens, but it does mean that we should not resist it. When we resist what happens, we only make ourselves more unhappy. Though they also believed that the only thing that we can control is our own attitude towards what happens. We cannot control the events that happen to us, but we can control how we react to them. The Stoics believed that the wise person accepts what happens, even if it is bad. They do not try to resist it or change it. They simply accept it and move on. 4. Focus on the present moment. The Stoics believed that we should focus on the present moment and not worry about the past or the future. The past is gone and the future is not yet here. The only thing that we have control over is the present moment. They also believed that the past is over and the future is not yet here. Therefore, they focused on living in the present moment. They believed that this was the only way to truly experience life. When we focus on the past, we are dwelling on things that we cannot change. When we focus on the future, we are worrying about things that may never happen. The Stoics believed that the only way to be truly happy was to focus on the present moment. 5. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. The Stoics believed that mindfulness was essential for maintaining inner peace and tranquility. Mindfulness is a practice that has been around for centuries. It is gaining popularity in the West as people are looking for ways to reduce stress and anxiety. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. This means simply observing our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without trying to change them. When we practice mindfulness, we become more aware of our thoughts and feelings. This allows us to step back from them and see them more objectively. This can help us to reduce stress and anxiety and to live more in the present moment. 6. Cultivate gratitude. The Stoics believed that we should be grateful for everything that we have, both the good and the bad. Gratitude helps us to appreciate the good things in our lives and to accept the bad things with equanimity. When we are grateful, we focus on the good things in our lives. This helps us to appreciate what we have and to feel more content. Gratitude can also help us to cope with difficult times. When we are grateful for the good things in our lives, it is easier to accept the bad things. 7. Live simply. The Stoics believed that the less we have, the less we have to worry about. They also believed that the less we are attached to material things, the more free we are. The Stoics lived simply, with few possessions. They believed that this allowed them to focus on what was truly important in life, such as their relationships, their health, and their own personal development. The Stoics believed that material possessions were not essential for happiness. They believed that we could be happy with very little. They also believed that material possessions could be a distraction from what is truly important in life. 8. Exercise self-control. The Stoics believed that we should exercise self-control over our thoughts, emotions, and actions. This allows us to remain calm and rational in the face of adversity. Self-control is the ability to control our thoughts, emotions, and actions. It is an essential skill for living a happy and fulfilling life. When we have self-control, we are able to stay calm in difficult situations. We are also able to resist temptation and to make wise choices. 9. Be courageous. The Stoics believed that courage was essential for living a good life. Courage allows us to face our fears and challenges head-on. The Stoics believed that courage was not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of fear. They believed that we should not let our fears control us. We should face our fears head-on and overcome them. The Stoics practiced courage by facing their fears in small doses. They also practiced mindfulness, which helped them to become more aware of their fears. 10. Be persistent. The Stoics believed that we should never give up on our goals, no matter how difficult they may seem. Persistence is essential for achieving success. They believed that we should never give up on our goals, no matter how difficult they may seem. They believed that if we kept trying, eventually we would succeed. The Stoics practiced persistence by setting challenging goals for themselves and then working hard to achieve them. They also practiced mindfulness, which helped them to stay focused on their goals. 11. Be optimistic. The Stoics believed that we should always have hope for the future. Optimism helps us to overcome obstacles and to see the good in every situation. The Stoics believed that optimism was essential for happiness. They believed that we should always have hope for the future. They believed that if we were optimistic, we would be more likely to overcome obstacles and to achieve our goals. The Stoics practiced optimism by focusing on the positive aspects of their lives. They also practiced mindfulness, which helped them to see the good in every situation. 12. Be forgiving. The Stoics believed that we should forgive those who have wronged us. Forgiveness frees us from anger and resentment and allows us to move on with our lives. The Stoics believed that forgiveness was essential for peace of mind. They also believed that we should not hold on to anger and resentment, as this would only hurt us in the long run. They believed that we should forgive those who have wronged us, even if they do not deserve it. The Stoics practiced forgiveness by reflecting on the harm that had been done to them. They also practiced mindfulness, which helped them to let go of anger and resentment. 13. Be generous. The Stoics believed that we should be generous with our time, money, and possessions. Generosity is a virtue that benefits both the giver and the receiver. The Stoics believed that generosity was essential for living a good life. They believed that we should not be selfish, but should share our resources with others. They believed that generosity was a way of showing our love and compassion for others. The Stoics practiced generosity by donating to charity, helping those in need and being kind to others. 14. Be kind. The Stoics believed that we should be kind to everyone, regardless of their social status or circumstances. Kindness is a way of showing compassion and empathy for others. The Stoics believed that kindness was essential for living a good life. They believed that we should not be indifferent to the suffering of others, but should try to help them. They believed that kindness was a way of making the world a better place. The Stoics practiced kindness by being compassionate and understanding towards others. They also practiced mindfulness, which helped them to see the suffering of others. 15. Be just. The Stoics believed that we should always act justly, even when it is difficult. Justice is essential for maintaining a harmonious society. They believed that we should not take advantage of others, but should treat them fairly. They believed that justice was a way of upholding the moral order of the universe. The Stoics practiced justice by being fair and impartial in their dealings with others. They also practiced mindfulness, which helped them to see the importance of justice. 16. Be brave. The Stoics believed that we should be brave in the face of danger or difficulty. Bravery allows us to stand up for what we believe in, even when it is unpopular. The Stoics believed that bravery was essential for living a good life. They believed that we should not be afraid to face challenges, but should meet them head-on. They believed that bravery was a way of showing our courage and determination. The Stoics practiced bravery by facing their fears and challenges. They also practiced mindfulness, which helped them to stay calm and focused in difficult situations. 17. Be temperate. The Stoics believed that we should be temperate in our eating, drinking, and other activities. Temperance helps us to maintain control over our desires and to live a balanced life. They believed that we should not be controlled by our desires, but should be able to moderate them. They believed that temperance was a way of living in harmony with nature. The Stoics practiced temperance by eating a healthy diet, drinking in moderation, and avoiding excessive indulgence in anything. They also practiced mindfulness, which helped them to be aware of their desires and to control them. 18. Be free. The Stoics believed that we are all free to choose our own actions and reactions. This freedom allows us to shape our own destiny and to live a life of virtue. They believed that we should not be controlled by external circumstances, but should be able to choose our own path. They believed that freedom was a way of living in accordance with our own nature. The Stoics practiced freedom by taking responsibility for their own actions and reactions. They also practiced mindfulness, which helped them to be aware of their own choices. 19. Be wise. The Stoics believed that wisdom is the highest virtue. Wisdom allows us to see the world clearly and to make wise choices. They believed that we should strive to be wise so that we could make the best choices for ourselves and for others. They believed that wisdom was a way of understanding the world and our place in it. The Stoics practiced wisdom by studying philosophy, meditating, and reflecting on their own experiences. 20. Be happy. The Stoics believed that happiness is the natural state of the human being. When we live in accordance with nature and virtue, we are naturally happy. The Stoics believed that happiness was not something that we had to seek out, but was something that we could find within ourselves. They believed that we should focus on living a virtuous life, and that happiness would naturally follow. 21. Be content. The Stoics believed that we should be content with what we have and not desire more. Contentment is essential for happiness. They believed that we should not be constantly striving for more, but should be grateful for what we have. They believed that contentment was a way of accepting our limitations and living in the present moment. The Stoics practiced contentment by focusing on the positive aspects of their lives and by letting go of their desires for more. 22. Be grateful. The Stoics believed that we should be grateful for everything that we have, both the good and the bad. Gratitude helps us to appreciate the good things in our lives and to accept the bad things with equanimity. The Stoics believed that gratitude was essential for happiness. They believed that we should focus on the good things in our lives, even when things are difficult. They believed that gratitude was a way of appreciating the blessings in our lives. The Stoics practiced gratitude by regularly reflecting on the things they were grateful for. 23. Be optimistic. The Stoics believed that we should always have hope for the future. Optimism helps us to overcome obstacles and to see the good in every situation. They believed that we should always have hope for the future, even when things are tough. They believed that optimism was a way of staying positive and motivated. The Stoics practiced optimism by focusing on the positive aspects of their lives and by believing that things would eventually get better. 24. Be resilient. The Stoics believed that we should be able to bounce back from setbacks and challenges. Resilience is essential for overcoming adversity. They believed that we should not be defeated by the challenges that we face, but should be able to overcome them. They believed that resilience was a way of showing our strength and determination. The Stoics practiced resilience by facing their challenges head-on and by learning from their mistakes. 25. Be strong. The Stoics believed that we should be strong both physically and mentally. Strength is essential for overcoming adversity. They believed that we should not be weak or easily defeated, but should be able to overcome challenges. They believed that strength was a way of showing our resilience and determination. The Stoics practiced strength by exercising their bodies and by challenging themselves mentally. They also practiced mindfulness, which helped them to stay focused and determined. 26. Be humble. The Stoics believed that we should be humble and not arrogant. Humility is essential for maintaining perspective. They believed that we should not think too highly of ourselves, but should be aware of our own limitations. They believed that humility was a way of showing our respect for others. The Stoics practiced humility by acknowledging their own mistakes and by being willing to learn from others. 27. Be open-minded. The Stoics believed that we should be open-minded and willing to listen to others. Open-mindedness is essential for learning and growth. They believed that we should not be closed off to new ideas or experiences, but should be willing to learn from others. They believed that open-mindedness was a way of expanding our horizons and becoming more understanding. The Stoics practiced open-mindedness by being willing to listen to others and by being open to new ideas. 28. Be tolerant. The Stoics believed that we should be tolerant of others, even if we disagree with them. Tolerance is essential for living in a peaceful society. They believed that we should not judge others or try to change them, but should accept them for who they are. They believed that tolerance was a way of showing our respect for others and our commitment to peace. The Stoics practiced tolerance by being willing to listen to others and by respecting their differences. 29. Be compassionate. The Stoics believed that we should be compassionate towards others. Compassion is essential for creating a better world. They believed that we should not be indifferent to the suffering of others, but should try to help them. They believed that compassion was a way of showing our love and concern for others. The Stoics practiced compassion by helping those in need and by being kind and understanding towards others. 30. Be healthy. The Stoics believed that we should take care of our physical and mental health. They believed that a healthy body and mind are essential for living a good life. They believed that we should not neglect our physical or mental health, but should take care of both. They believed that health was a way of showing our respect for ourselves and our commitment to living a good life. The Stoics practiced health by eating a healthy diet, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep. Remember, my friends, in a world full of uncertainties and trials, the Stoics have gifted us with a roadmap to become truly unconquerable. These 30 principles offer us a timeless guide to fortify our minds, strengthen our character, and navigate life's challenges with grace. As you step forth from this video, carry with you the wisdom of the Stoics, embrace adversity, cultivate resilience, and embody the unyielding spirit that makes you unconquerable. If you found value in these insights, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more empowering content. Keep your spirit unbreakable and your journey relentless. Until next time, stay unconquerable.